Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining today. It's my final presentation. Today I'll be going over Koch's investment in lithium battery manufacturing. I'll give you a little background right now. Koch's current industries is pretty widespread. They are involved in automotive with SRG Global. They are involved with glass and fiberglass insulation with their Guardian Glass company. They also have an electronics company named Molex, which also is a little involved in automotive too. They're involved with medical devices with their company Philips Medisize. They also have a chemical company called Invista that has some chemical products and like nylon products like spandex, Stainmaster carpets. They have construction and paper products through their company Georgia Pacific. And then their Flint Hills Resources company, which is their largest company and their oldest, is fuel and petroleum products. So right now, Koch is, with the changes in automotive manufacturing, manufacturing really getting invested in EVs, and you see the popularity of Tesla when all their success they're having. Koch is like looking into this more, especially with some of the other factors such as the government pushing for EVs and mandating reduced emissions. The public's wanting less carbon footprint, and there's lots of talk about the global warming and the climate changes being tied into all the exhaust from fossil fuel cars that are currently running. So it also allows us to have less reliance on fossil fuels to run the cars that we're using right now. The corporate strategy for Koch was through growth and innovation and their diversification plan. They are investing $102 million in this K6 company who is a lithium battery manufacturer. Koch's corporate strategy analysis, they did a lot of research and reviewing, and so right now Koch's strengths are in the fuel and petroleum and automotive manufacturing. The weaknesses, there's no lithium battery manufacturing and not much into the EV strategy. So the opportunity is growth in EV with investing in this company. And then also Gen Z's interest in the carbon footprint. It's a very good opportunity to get involved with them too. The threats, more competitors, unknown manufacturing of other products to replace EV. There's people trying propane, hydrogen. So there's other opportunities out there that maybe grow over EVs. There's also the carbon footprint of EVs. Many people don't realize that electrical vehicles do have a carbon footprint. So that's also there, and maybe a new technology would be better. And then the battery recharging worldwide. Right now, all these companies are manufacturing EV vehicles, and the infrastructure for all these charging stations needed is not really in place yet. So that's pretty global. I mean, that's really just the US that we're talking about right now, but pretty much global, that just not ready for all these EV cars to be charging up. I've included this quote from this news release just to give you an idea of like what the thinking is behind this. The company 6K has created a transformative battery production and recycling ecosystem, delivering a versatile technology capable on full-scale production with various chemistries. This innovation will help realize advancements in energy transportation and the battery value chain. So it's a pretty big statement there for a new field that Koch's getting into. The Koch culture, they really believe in this to embrace creative destruction and disruptive technologies. They're into supporting new manufacturing process and products, and tear down old and build new creativity and innovation. Their thought pattern is you can be a top manufacturer with product right now, And if you sit on that for too long, some new kind of technology or products is going to come along. And if you don't like look into it and get invested into it, you may wait too long. And by the time you try to get in that market, there's going to be too many competitors and you'll just never gain ground on them. So with the 6K investment, Coke is getting involved from the ground up planning and growth. They can capitalize on their manufacturing knowledge and expertise that they've used for 50 years, like I mentioned, in the Coke petroleum field and all the other companies that they've bought up. They can learn more about recycling batteries after reaching their life cycle, which is a big issue that a lot of companies are having to deal with right now. These batteries get to a certain point and they're trying to figure out, what do we do with these used batteries once they're no longer valuable to be used in a car. They're addressing the lithium battery needs outside of EVs, such as telecommunications, which is another expanding field that maybe the batteries that they can use can apply to this field, and another chance for opportunity for income. It also help impact future growth and innovation. It allows them to get into this other field, and who knows, like I said, where it can expand to. And it keeps them, the innovation of this new product is going to help out with other fields. Like I said, who knows what the future holds. Coke and 6K are both committed to the EV. It's, like I said, it's a future thing it's happening. So they need to get involved with it, and just buying into this company helps them get a foot in the door. They want to create and develop a new innovative manufacturing line for Coke Industries. As I mentioned, Coke's not involved in electrical vehicles right now, and it's a good way to get in there and get a good start. Evolve the knowledge and expertise into a new field using their automotive and petroleum core competencies. Like I said, they have a pretty wide field of companies that they own, and they kind of know what works, what don't. They've kind of been there, so it's we'll do a lot of trial and error. It should streamline a lot of this and save a lot of capital investments, because they know where to go with it. Establish themselves with the Gen Z and future generations. You really have to know who is your target market. And like I said, EV is very popular among the new Gen Zs and future generations, as they're looking into like a green type of products and companies. And then invest in Coke Industries' ability to stay relevant and adaptive. I kind of covered that already. They are very big on not sitting back on their laurels when they're doing great. They know they have to stay involved and look at these new technologies. You don't want to fall behind. It's pretty much be a leader, don't follow the pack. That ends my presentation. I just want to say thank you for attending this, and I hope I did okay. I know I was a little herky-jerky on this. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
You can just stop recording.
I did.
Oh, okay. It says recording still.